Alright, so, turn that difficulty down. Alright, there we go. So, checking out here is the Move version of Virtua Tennis 4. Now, the same game modes are available for Kinect, as well as Wii with Motion Plus. So, basically it's a special game mode just for motion gaming, where it's kind of a behind-the-shoulder view where you can play exhibitions or special party games. Everyone who's familiar with Virtua Tennis has played those cool side games. So you can play them with motion gaming now.
Okay.
Now, there's also all the classic modes, campaign mode, online modes, like a pretty big online mode actually, where you can go on, play tournaments, play individual games. The really cool thing about this motion is it's not just flicking your wrist. As you can see, I actually have to be aware of how I'm holding my racket, follow through, and I'm going to do a volley. All that stuff matters.
And the move caters to that. Oh.
Right. Exactly, because it has so much, almost one-to-one, well, it is one-to-one motion, that you not only you have to do it, but it rewards you for doing it right, and playing smoothly, and following through.
Now, are there unique differences with this title as opposed to the one that's on the Kinect?
The only difference between the two you have the Move versus the Kinect, and the PlayStation version has 3D exclusive to it.
Okay. And how does the 3D affect gameplay from your?
It's really good in tennis because since it's a fixed camera view, it's all about depth. So there's not a lot of stuff coming off the screen. And tennis is all about obviously judging where the ball is, how close it is to you. So having that 3D is awesome. It lets you see really how far the ball is away from you to hit it. And if you want, you can move up to it. If you have the peripheral, you can physically move your character around, or just with the motion, it'll automatically move you to the ball.
Okay.
And if you approach the camera, I'll rush the net. And I can back off automatically.
Now, is the game more challenging with this view and with the Move in that respect? Because it keeps that retains that Virtua Tennis, sophisticated gameplay. It's always been a sophisticated tennis type game.
It's definitely a very different challenge because with the controller, it's obviously a challenging game. It always has been. But with this, it's a totally different feel because you really have to time it just right. It's not about, I need to do X and then X and then circle. You really got to get there and hit the ball. So it's a unique challenge. But what's great about it is it's easy to pick up.
Okay.
And it's really approachable. But it'll support. Look at that. I can move my controller. I can move my racket around, and if I want to do top spin, if I want to volley, if I want to do any of those things, I can.
Okay.
So you can almost make your own challenge, and then the fact that we support two of these at once locally, you can play against your friends.
Oh, wow.
You can set up we had that going here already. People were just naturally getting competitive about it.
And do you think it's much more quicker to get into this type of gameplay using the Move for a title like Virtua Tennis 4? As opposed to someone picking up a controller and trying to get into the game?
Definitely. I mean, any sports game we're so used to, even from back in the day, this kind of top-down view, all the buttons meant something, you had to learn. There was that learning curve. This, you're picking it up, and everyone, even if you've never played tennis or you're no good at tennis, everyone knows what it's about. It's about hitting the ball with the racket, and you slowly get the feel of it, and then you get into it, and you start moving, and the learning curve is so short. It's 5 or 6 serves, and you're into it.
Okay. What do you think are some of the most challenging aspects of the game with the controller itself, and how immersed do you think the player can get into the game from your perspective?
Or with
With both. With
the controller, it's the classic Virtua Tennis. It's back to being made by AM2. So you got that challenge curve, you got the career mode, building your character up, and there's just inherent challenge in that. It's just can be a very difficult and rewarding game. The Move, like we were just talking about, adds another layer to that.
And what I'm noticing right now that's really indicative of what you're talking about is how smooth the gameplay is overall. I don't see any lag between you swinging. Was that a big thing for the developers to try to get a hold of with the game?
Oh yeah, that was huge. Especially because we're using the 3D, which requires the game to run at a higher frame rate. Just to get 3D, you're doubling up on it.
Okay.
So you have to run at a higher frame rate to make 3D look right. So kind of the byproduct is the rest of the game runs amazingly well.
Okay.
It's all very smooth. and really crisp. And you know, it's pretty impressive how the 3D came out. And you know, like I was saying, having this depth view instead of things coming at you works in our favor.
Yeah.
And the developer AM2 really exploited that.
Okay.